Well, hello everyone. This is Connie Skaggs from Ladson, South Carolina, and I'm a Creative Memories Independent advisor. And I have not done a YouTube video for quite some time. We have got several new things out, and I'm getting ready for my NSD, which is National Scrapbook Day. We have some special project recipes for that, special papers, many things that customers can order online. And so my website will be on the page in my link. And so, but anyway, I wanted to talk about a couple tools today. I want to talk about our pens that we've come out with, and you know, they just have some spring things here. It's very exciting, and so I hope that you will watch this video, and we're going to try something. So you know me, I just go ahead and try it the first time around with y'all. So I'm going to switch my camera, and so then we'll go straight to my cutter because first thing I got to do is cut and show you a couple of the tools. So we're going to concentrate on those. And the tool I'm going to concentrate on is the new spring leaves. And it is a frame punch, but you can also use it as a border. But I want to make a frame, but I also want to show you these new pens that comes in a roll like this with these new spring and pastel dot pens. And these are the really bright spring colors. So in this, you can put about 3 other pens in there. So it comes with 12 pens. And so it is a $45, I believe, $54. Don't hold me to either one of those. I should have looked that up. Let me just calculate here real quick. So $45, yes, I'm sorry. And so anyway, and so this actually little dotted canvas type bag that is a roll up. You stretch it around and snap it closed, and it's a way to go. And those are ready to go. And if you want to put your black pen in there, a pencil that you write with, or your labeling pencil, you can put all those in there. And of course, it's made so that our pens should lay flat anyway, because it helps with the distribution of ink. So anyway, we're going to use some of those in a minute after we punch this. So got a little technique that I want to try. Of course, there is nothing like our 12-inch personal or 12-inch trimmer or straight trimmer. So the first thing I'm going to do, because if you cut a frame, you want to, there's these little silver lines on here on both sides. So whether you're right-handed or left-handed, it wouldn't matter. And that's where you would start the paper. If you're going to do a border, border is on the front. So you would line it up with either one of these dots, your paper, and then punch all the way across. And of course, it's the same thing. You match up the picture. So, but I want to do a frame. And in order to do a frame, you got to do everything in a 2-inch mark. So for a 4x6, I want it to be 2 inches bigger than that all the way around. So I need it to be 6 inches by 8 inches. So do this with white. And normally I would just cut up to 8 and then across, but I'm not worried about that right now. So this is going to be a 6-inch by 8-inch frame. And of course, what does that leave me with? It leaves me with a 4x6. So that's a perfect match for me on another one because we about always cut down our photos. Okay, so that's all I need this for at the moment. And what I hope to do is maybe work on a page spread. But all right, so for you to be able to see, I'm going to line it up right here. Move this up so you can see before I punch. So it's right there on that line, and so you got a little piece left out. And so on this short side, I'm only going to punch twice is all I want to punch. One, and then I bring this over and I match up the lines and make sure that that's pushed all the way in, and seeing it should be right over here by this other mark. And so then I take it out. And so then I'm going to turn it, and then I line it up again. with this little bitty notched piece here because it's right on the outside. And that should fall off. And if you want those, that's like an inch square, so you can keep those if you want to. And then you're going to punch this side 3 times. And I've already punched one. This is the second one and the third one. And of course, this matches up over here on this side, right with the line. So that's how all of our frame punches work. They don't come out with these all the time. And when they do, they're very nice to have for decorative frames and borders and stuff. I'll show you another one that I've done. So there's this first one. And I'm going to slide this over, match it up. Because you got to make sure all the blue is covered up is what you want to do. It's what you punched. Then I'm going to turn it again. And this is my guiding edge. And I'm trying to do this from this side so y'all can see better. But normally I'd be going the opposite way. And if that doesn't come off, you just pull it off. It's fine. And so we've got touched 1, 2, and this will be the third time on this side. And this side is right at the line. Okay. So this in itself makes a very pretty frame. And so now some of this is really trash. And you could, if you want to pull these apart, all of these little pieces can go in these holes in another one, you know, if you had them a different color. So I'm just going to, not the little bitty dots, but the leaves and the little petals could do. I'm just going to scoot that all over. And of course it's static on my table. So, but anyway, what I want to show you is, and I don't know what color else I'll put on this page, but let's say my frame is going to go here. And I'm working, I do a little picture. So I have this picture here that I want to put, which I've got some trimming that I can do on it if I need to. But that's a full 4x6. And, you know, really probably about a 3.5 by 5.5 would work best there on this. So let me just trim that real quick. On that. So trim this down. And this is just a plant that was on my front porch that I planted a couple of years ago. And I thought, well, that'll go with this because it's what, then you will see in a minute when I put this on there. So if I wanted it bigger, I would just make it bigger. But anyway, I think I'll do that. I think I'll actually round the corners because this has kind of got a, you know, whimsical kind of look to it. And it's got some swirls. So that will be where my picture goes. So hopefully you can see that. And so I forgot to pull that up far enough for you. I'm sorry. And so anyway, but what I want to do is because this is, you know, open, I want to do the repositional tape to put it where I need it. So this is just my old parchment paper. If you use one of the plastic bags that our stickers come in, then your tape doesn't stick to it. If you're fortunate enough and you think about joining, then you would get our silicone mats as part of your free gift for joining our team. And of course, I always have to tell you, CM is the only company that pays you $1 to join. So I'm going to put that down. And of course, if you got any little, you know, because they're little blue dots kind of. And so I just rub in between those where those are, and it will be fine. All right. So now this is the trick that I want to show you today, is because these flowers are kind of a pink and yellow, got some orange to them. So let's see. I pick out, and of course, I'm gonna do some green in there because of our, leaves. And of course, our pens have two sides. They've got a, line where you can, journal with, and then it's got a bolder tip. And so if I take this bolder tip and say do like this leaf here, but and I do that all the way around on that one side of that leaf. So you can see what it's coming out to be. And because I've got blue paper behind it, it doesn't matter on that. Now that I went out a little bit, so we'll just cover over that. See, that's what you can do when you're not paying attention like I was. And so that is a little bit, but let's do this. Lines. I'm sure I like that as well. I think I like the bold. And we have other pens, that would be different colors that you could do, but I wanted to do the leaves in a green. And some of our dot pens are really bold, but we've only got a pastel green, and I didn't particularly want to use that because I wanted to be bright because of our picture. Okay, you get the idea here of how it will look. Okay. And we're not going to take it up or anything, so it's just like you're filling in a stencil. Is kind of what you're doing. So those are, it's always fun. And I'll finish this off and make a picture of it. But then, because we've got this pink, bright pink, I thought that would be pretty in here. So you can see that would be a way to add color to this. And you might see this by other, ladies too, or designers, whatever. And of course, this has got a good bit of orange and some orange or yellow. So I think I'm going to use the orange maybe. I think we'll just use the smaller tip on this. So I'm just doing this bigger circle that's kind of by this oval. It's by this lower leaf. So it's coming out more of a light tangerine. And let's see, and we've got some yellow there too. So I think we're going to do these little dots in yellow. I could leave some of them blue actually, because the blue shows through. But I thought, oh, let's just do them And I still have to do these other green pieces. One more. So you like that? That's kind of neat, isn't it? It's this way, but I think I want to finish out these green so you can see them. You don't have too many more to go. But our this is kind of like I guess part of our spring collection would be, and this is from um, some papers I'm going to show you in a little bit is called Birds and Blossoms, and they're really sharp looking. Which goes with our National Scrapbook Day papers too, which is always a spring. It's got a lot of forest kind of animals, toad, mushrooms, um, you know, woodsy. And I know I've got some people that love flowers out there and are starting to do their gardening and get their flower beds all in place. In South Carolina, we have pretty early spring. So hopefully this will look kind of sharp there. I still think I need to cut that down a little bit more. So about a quarter inch off the top, or so off the bottom. So I'm making that right at 5 inches. I'm gonna cut my turtle head off. I still think I like the curved edges on it. And that's a choice of yours if you like it that way. If you don't, it's fine. We was talking about the other day, we used to get pictures that way. They were already covered. So you can see that would work. You could even make a smaller picture work. So kind of wanted to show you that as one of our new tools. And you might think, well, I'm not sure that I need that. And I'm not sure I need these pens, but sometimes our stuff runs out fairly fast. And so, but like here, oh, that might look cute too. I know my daughter's got golden retrievers, and this puppy now is a year old, and they lost this one. So she definitely went over the Rainbow Ridge, and that was a rainbow there. But we have mats and shows different things there with that. You could use, we also have a punch. It's called Fresh Flowers that's come out. And this one's kind of neat. And so I think because of the colors I'm using, I'm going to punch a couple out of our canary yellow. And, you just kind of can lay a couple of those around. Right? But you can also put these little pieces together. You just have to do a little bit of glue dot. Our glue pen works for that. And those make a nice shape. Try to do that one for you. But that's a very pretty one. If you wanted any dimension, just cut you a couple of them and stack them on top of each other, and it'll give it a little bit of dimension to that. So that is our fresh flower punch. This is $24.50. Our frame punches or border punches are all $28.50. And so, but I want to show you, here's where I took an entire piece for my customer group last week. And if you want to be a part of my customer group, and that is for people that do not have a Creative Memories advisor. And if you don't have a creative memory advisor, I'd love to be that for you. Now, so I took this 12 by 12 piece of paper. I done the frame punch all the way around it. But then, then I attached it on this piece of our paper, the green, which is out of our blooms and birds and blossom paper. And so then after I did that, I cut it. I cut it at 5 inches, and this side is 7 inches. Well, then I took another sheet and cut it 5 by 7, and then I just put them on white cardstock, so they're really pretty stable that way. And so this would be a piece, and I had some other of this green paper, which is the flower, and this the back side is flowers, and that kind of competes a little bit. It's not bad, you know, but if you wanted to put these down through here, you can have 3 journal mats here, easy. These are, I think, 3 3/4 by 3 3/4. You got plenty of room. So you want to put this here from my garden, you know. These mats are usually 2-sided, so got things that you can put there, you know. So just let you know, there's just a couple other things you can do here. But I wanted you to see this, what this looks like. Just cut out and put, and if you don't have it on something that you can either color on, like I say, like I did here, or you have it with, you need something behind it so it shows through. It's busy, otherwise. Now, the reason I don't have any mats or anything on this or a title is because I'm not sure the orientation. Now, if my pictures, I could put 3, not 4 by 6, but 3.5 by 5 inches. Well, actually, it'll be 6 inches by 5 3/4. 3 of them would go here. But if I wanted them to be vertical, see, I just have to turn this page. This still looks good at the top. It looks good if it's at the bottom and you want your pictures on the top. And maybe you're journaling down here. So it doesn't matter, which way you want to turn them. You just can't hardly turn them this way. I guess you could, but they could go this way. And see, and that's a perfect reflection of these sizes. That's why I did the sizes they were. This 5 inches and 7 inches is 12. So there's different ways to use this, but I just cut it and put it at the end. And so anyway, wanted to show you that. Now, also, I'm going to show you one other thing that I did yesterday. And this is with part of our line that's with the National Scrapbook Day. And so this is my page that I did. And so this is using our wavy frame, wavy square frame. And so, and you cut the one side of paper, and then you do a piece of cardstock or something that matches, and you would cut the outside with the blue blade, inside with the red blade, and it makes these, and then you just attach those on top. This was the back of this piece of paper, and I just put it in there. I really liked the way the gingham looked in that, and then I just used our blue paper and some of the embellishments and cut down one of the mats to make this little box here. And this got plenty of room for a title up here. And these are 4 inches, no, 3 3/4 by 5 1/4. No, by 5 inches, I'm sorry. Because I wanted to get them all to fit inside this frame. And so that's a good size too. And so, but not quite that one, but you get the picture if I wanted to put something like that in there. So hopefully you've enjoyed what you saw today, and especially this technique that I've showed. And, it doesn't have to be on blue. It can be on anything, but I just normally would be, say, cutting a piece of paper or another piece of cardstock here and using that. I feel like this competes a little bit because I didn't do orange. If I'd done orange in those, this would have been fun to have used. This here would work because it's just a kind of a tan. And so if I cut, say, 5 inches off of that or 6, whatever, I could just put it on top of the blue, and that would become another matted area. So just things that you can do. I could cut some mats out of a different color paper, and things. So and we do have this green, this green is a little darker. We have other pens that are green, and so don't necessarily look bad at all. No, but that's too spare. Different things. So a lot of different things that you could work with. And so I just wanted to especially show this new tool. You can find me on the website. Let me go back to so you can see my face and not feel like you're talking to just a piece of paper. But my oh, I forgot to do that. But anyways, creativememories.com/user/Connie Skaggs, Skaggs. And so, but you can find me on the website. I usually put my link in my YouTube. So anyway, when you get to watch this, hopefully you'll be interested. And like I said, if you are interested in even joining CM, let me know. I do have a group, a team, and so we enjoy ourselves together and do things either through Zoom or online, and sometimes in person. So, but I have people kind of all over. So anyway, I appreciate it so very much. And so hopefully that, and I know I said this earlier, but CM is the only company that pays you $1 to join. And you may say, how can that be? Well, it's $49 to join, and immediately after you join, you'll get a $50 credit to spend as you want. Plus, you get some $53 worth of product that they already have. And like I said, they're exclusive items that you have. You get a catalog, and you get a sketchbook, and then you get these wonderful I can't even think of saying them. The silicone mats. This one is full 12 inches. It's lovely. And then we have a square one that's for cards. And then we have a little one. This one is perfect for just run and go and doing cards with it. It's got measurements on it. And then the other little one, trying to find it because I have all these things. I've been away. So, and then this one is just a small one that rolls up, and you put it right beside you, and any of your borders that you want to use that with. So that's a like $28 value right there. And so those come to you free from the company. So if you have any questions, please let me know. Make a comment, hit like, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and we will see you all again soon. Okay. Thank you.